Oh, hello, Juanpa. You're the first one. Pura vida. How's the sound, Juanpa? What are you doing so up, so late? What is it? Oh, you're 2 hours behind us, I guess, no? So it's like 9:42 over there, Juanpa? Remind me, where are you again? Costa Rica. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're 2 hours ahead. Yeah, I mean behind, right? So 9:42 there. Darth ridiculous. Hello there. Juanpa says I was about to start watching your live talk from this morning, and then you got live. Sound is perfect. It's 12:42 a.m. of sun. Oh, really? So you're 1 hour ahead because it's 11:43 here. Hello, Majid. Good morning. Top of the morning to you, Governor. So, actually, I was gonna have a live talk tonight, but I almost forgot because I had a old friend of mine that she Skyped me, and it was years I hadn't talked to her, so we chatted, and when I finished, I wasn't sure what I was going to do, watch a movie or go to sleep. Then I just remembered, hey, I wanted to have a live talk. Excuse me. So I'm just doing it on YouTube right now, and no Facebook. Facebook used to be very populated, like lots of people would show up when when I used to do live talks on Facebook. But somehow, um, maybe I should try to revamp my Facebook page somehow, do some advertising and so on. So, guys, what's up? What's happening? What's new? It is only weekends that I get to sometimes do a night live talk, because I'm hoping to hit some other time zones. Um, Europe would be early morning. India would be a little bit later in the morning, like about 11 or 12. Australia would be like about 6 o'clock in the afternoon, 5 or 6. Same with Hong Kong and New Zealand and Singapore, Philippines. So, oh, sorry about that. I woke up very early today, and I think 6 o'clock or something, and slept late too. So perhaps that's the yawning. Dart Ridiculous is male USA 35. So Dart Ridiculous, you probably watch Star Wars channels as well. You must be a Star Wars fan then. That's good. It's very good. So I uploaded a new video, but it's not published. I made a new video today. It is titled, what was it titled? I forgot the title. Let me look it up. What was the title? I kind of know what the title was, but I don't want to guess it. There it is. The title is Why You Keep Thinking About Why Your Ex Left You. Why you keep thinking about why your ex left you. I think it might be a title that could mean something to some people, and perhaps that would be something they want to figure out. And the one that I did yesterday, 5 most important points when selecting your girlfriend, it went on to be over 20 minutes, and this one happened to be over 26 minutes. So these are long videos, but I think it would be helpful to many people who need a little bit more understanding why they have this constant thinking about their ex and have this question of why she left or why he left. This nags them, and in this video I try to cover and explain how they can see it as it's developing their mind and why it's developing their mind, and we discuss that and then how to stop it. So Juanpa says, Mehran, I was reading Me, My Psyche and I, the chapter about live in the live in the moment with the apple story. The apple story. When you bite the apple, I found difficult to concentrate on the exact moment. Any advice? Give me an example. Forget the book. Give me an example as what you mean, like an instance that you can't. What is it that you're trying to do that you can't focus? Now, Juanpa says, how to become a master in living in the exact moment of life. Well, it's not a trick. All you have to do is to fully focus and become one in the process of the happening of that moment. Don't be in the moment. See yourself as the architect and as the creator of that moment. With what you do in that moment is created. The moment is not there waiting for you. It's what you do that gives shape to the moment. Your efforts represent the moment. So, in fact, you're kind of creating the moment. So, be one in creation of that moment. In other words, your effort and the moment become one, because it is your effort that makes the moment to be recognized, and the moment is what the effort is happening in. So the two are one and the same pretty much. Therefore, focus on the effort that you're making at that moment. Full attention to what it is that you're doing. If you do that, you're one with the happening. And when you're one with the happening, you're one with the moment. You're fully focused on what it is happening at that moment. Don't try to focus on the moment. Focus on what is happening in that moment. What is going on in that moment. The activity and the effort that is finding its movement in that moment. It's the movement that you're paying attention to. What is being done is that you focus on, pay attention to. And then when you do that, then you're one with that moment. Because the moment is really the happening. What is happening is the moment. Not that moment and that moment. No. When you're doing something, that's what we call the moment, because then you are alongside of the happening. Not the happening is going on independently and your mind is in some example or some experience in the past. Because then you're separated from the moment. You're doing something, but your mind is somewhere else. It's like you're eating, so you're eating, but your thoughts are in somewhere, you're in the memory, which means what's happening in the moment, you're not with it. It's happening something here, the eating part, you do it automatically, but you're actually in the past, in a different dimension, different time. That's not being in the moment. But if you focus on what I'm eating and how this food is made and what the color of it is, the smell of it, the taste of it. See, you're now with that what you're doing. So be with that what you're doing. Be with what you're doing. I hope that makes sense to you. Juanpa says, for example, I'm on the bus, the shower, or whatever, and I start thinking about other things that are not related to what I'm doing. Yeah, that's natural. That's normal. That's what we always do, because we're always constantly finding thoughts. We are submerged in thoughts, in memory, because that's where the mind finds its security, in the memory. Because in the memory, through the stories that you have in the memory, the mind finds a place to be. Otherwise, mind doesn't have a place to be unless you have trained it to be at that small point in the lower abdomen, which I've discussed it in one of the chapters between 30 and 40. One chapter talks about mind needs a home, and that's where it's explained. But naturally, mind doesn't have a place if it's not trained. So when you're doing something, taking a shower, you're on the bus, your mind wants to belong, wants to be where you are. To be where you are, it has no place. It's not like the arm hanging on from your elbow. It goes into the memory, it goes to stories that you have in your memory. And those stories in the memory, they're all in the past. So naturally, your mind is always in the past, but yet you might be seeing things that are not in the past. They're in that moment. Now, the art is to bring the two together, bring the mind and body coordinated. Like your body is in the bus and riding the bus, and your mind would be with you, paying attention to what is happening that moment. Whatever you're doing, you're sitting, you're watching, you're seeing, you're observing as the bus passing. If you have to think about something because you're using the time for it, well, great. But if it's involuntarily that you don't want to think about something else and your mind goes that way, but you want to focus on something else, well, then that's the one that you need to teach your mind to be where you want it to be, to focus on what you want it to focus, whether it's studying or your work or creating something or writing something. Of course, writing something, you'd be naturally focused on it. So, read the chapter, I think it's chapter somewhere between 30 and 40. So now we have Dart Ridiculous says, it has been a year after my 5-year relationship has ended. Together we had a plan. I'm having trouble trying to find my own new path forward. I feel lost. Thoughts? Well, you feel lost for the same reason that we were just discussing. You're not focusing on the forward. Your mind is finding its security in an order. And since you haven't created a new order in your life, a new routine of things that you'll be focused on, not that there are some things that you do, but you constantly focus on the past, your girlfriend, or you're missing her, or thinking about it, the plans that you had in mind and all that. No, that's not finding an order. But order would be when you are engaged in certain mechanical processes. That means certain things, whether it's studying or going to work or going to, I don't know, a cinema or going to gym or whatever outing you have, whatever activities that you have. Through those mechanical processes, you create a new routine for you, a new order of life. And in that rhythm, in that routine, in that order, mind finds security. But unless you do that, it doesn't have it, but it wants the security. Where does it find it? In the memory where you guys were together and your life had a certain rhythm, certain routine, certain order. Mind goes into memory not because he's missing the girlfriend, it's because he's looking for order. And he can find that routine and order in the memory of you and the girlfriend, the way the life was. Then you think you're missing it, because you will find solace and comfort when your mind is in the memory and following those stories, those memories, which is the actual order that it finds uh, uh, security in it. And yet you think, oh, I'm missing the girl. No, your mind is looking for order. That's why it's in there. And then happens to have all those images and so on of your girlfriend. Then you end up missing it as a default. Not that you were missing it, you went into the memory. You went into the memory because the mind was looking for a routine, for an order to settle down and be safe and secure, to have a place in your body. And then while it's in there, which would be the story of you and her, that's where it finds the order. That's where the order is, how things were, how your life used to be. And then once it finds security, it feels comfortable. And where is it finding comfortable? In the field of those memories. And then it all triggers you, and then you start missing the girlfriend. So you need to create a new life for yourself. Things that you do, and you would be fully focused on the things that you do. So then the new things that you do, and you're fully paying attention to it and focus on them, they became your new routine. They became your new order. And then your mind will start finding comfort and security in this new routine, in this new order of life. Then it doesn't have to look for another order, which only can be found in the memory of you and her. Capiche? You get me? And Juanpa says, I'm on chapter 24. I'm so excited to start reading the meditation chapters. I'm reading in order. Oh, are you? You don't have to read in order. You can read it any way you like. They're not necessarily connected unless it says part 1, part 2, which I think I have that on fear. I have a few chapters maybe on fear, but the chapters are short, so it doesn't freak anybody out. Maybe just 2-3 pages, or 4, 5, or 7 pages max, I guess, or maybe a 10-pager. I'm not sure. And he says, I'm almost there. The book is amazing, Mehran. Thanks. I'm delighted to hear that, my friend. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. All right. Have the 6 of us clicked on like? I'll do that later. my portion, I can't do it now. Once I upload it, then I have a chance to do a like. So, are we done? 20 minutes? That was a short one. Very nice tea. Combination of the pomegranate and hibiscus and rose petals and all that, and stuff, and the chamomile mixed. So what happened to you guys? Are you all sleeping? Or should I say good night? I wonder what happened to my calculation. Sometimes we get to have lots of people from, at least enough people from different time zones when I come on live this late, but then sometimes I guess I just overshoot it, and just don't hit the target. But at least we have 6 people here. It's better than nothing, right? Alright then, looks like that you guys have no use for me anymore. No use for me. So I guess my conscience is clear and I can go and sleep. Right? Maybe I'll just finish my tea and then go. I'm certainly sleeping. So, looks like that is the extent of our discussion today. Maybe half an hour, maybe another 8 minutes. Juanpa says, Mehran, I'm going to sleep now. I have a soccer game tomorrow. Oh, yes, you should go sleep. Tomorrow morning. Good night and have a great Sunday. Good night, dear. And pretty much I'll be wrapping it up in the next few minutes anyhow. So enjoy tomorrow and sleep well. Well, guys, looks like that we don't have anybody here and there are no questions. So I think perhaps it's time for me also to call it a night and go and sleep. I just thought maybe that would be a time that we can reach some other people in different time zones, but perhaps I was wrong. So, love you all. Thank you very much for being here for the past 20 some odd minutes, and I think we did cover a couple of good topics, and I will look forward to talk to you tomorrow, hopefully. In the meantime, be good to yourself with the others, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.